Hello everyone, welcome to December 1st. I suppose this is a little bit of a Vlogmas. I will maybe do some videos for Vlogmas, but I'm not going to do every day because of the pressure. But welcome on in. Got my Christmas coffee mug. I have several because I do love the holidays. So come on in and we'll see what we've got going on in our little Christmas room. So there's himself. This is what we call the guitar room. So Tom has several guitars. He buys inexpensive guitars. I mean, relatively inexpensive. I mean, you know, guitars are still all over €100. And he customizes them. He fixes them up so the way he likes. And most of them are in this room. And this is where we did our little podcasts. Here's our Christmas tree. For many years, I only got real trees, but when I started putting Christmas up, you know, December 1st, because I love the holiday season, and the reason I love it is just about the cheer, the sort of that so many people are thinking about love and giving. It's more at the forefront now, you know, in our sort of society than at any other time of the year. There's magic. And yeah, the twinkle in the dark days, I just find it really special. I'm not putting it very well, but the whole season is super, super magical. Oh, this is future Susan. I'm just inserting this into the middle of the video because I had filmed a lot more. My camera froze. So there was a lot of me chatting and my frozen face, myself and Shep were just like, and then there was me chatting. So yeah, I'm just cutting that out. The things I talked about there, I'll record another day. But I will just tell you, one of the things I was talking about was the Nigel Slater book, The Christmas Chronicles. And I love reading that every year. And I'm cooking a recipe out of it at the minute. And I wanted to put that in here because I'm talking about it later on in this video here. And so you know what I'm doing. I'm making the banana cake with cardamom. And it's the first time I've made this one, but it smells really good. It's in the oven cooking right now. So yeah, so enjoy. I'm sorry you can't enjoy the piece of cake. Got my little ingredients gathered to make the banana and cardamom cake from the Nigel Slater's Christmas Chronicles. And I need a tablespoon of lemon juice, and that my little lemon that I grow in the polytunnel is perfect, has one little lemon in it. So that's what we're getting ready to do. The fire is, of course, on. Himself is resting by the fire. And we had the visit from the Vincent Wildlife Trust because we are building a special section in our barn for the Lesser Horseshoe bat. They are quite threatened here in Ireland. The population is only 13,000, I think. Maybe that's just the West Coast, but it's quite fragmented and they need to bring them together. And there are some roosting near enough to us, so we're building a certain night roost to really just help join up the populations. So hopefully they will use that. So Tom will be building that at some point. He's going out to measure it now. And yeah, so very, very excited about that. So I'm going to get going here in our little kitchen area. So I haven't done a proper tour of this room for a while. This is the main room. And we put in this kitchen because there wasn't really a kitchen to speak of when we moved in. And then this is the main room of the cottage. You can see there, the fireplace used to be a very large open cooking fireplace when the place was just made. Before we moved in, somebody filled it in, and we just have this little wood stove. But that wood stove is our heat source really, and because this has been filled in, like there's my toothbrush. So somebody filled this in at some point. And it's concrete. The pipe from the stove runs up through it. And so this acts like a mass stove. So it gets really warm.
This thing.
And that there, yeah.
That's what they used to cook on. I found.
Yes.
They would have hung big pots and had an open fire here.
That's
and it
right.
would have swung out. I found that buried out in They basically buried out in the barn. Right
Yeah,
there.
it got chucked, and when they, filled this in, or whenever, they stopped cooking on the fire here, or it was probably from the original house. But if they had that big fireplace
That could be
there,
hundreds of years old.
yeah, it's hard to know. So, yeah, so that lovely warm bit there heats both the main room and our bedroom on that side, and what we just call the guitar room now, which I think I showed you earlier, on this side. So it's quite toasty and nice. So there's a little view of the place. Right, now I have mixed up the banana cake mixture in this beautiful Kenwood titanium chef, which I got for Christmas, I think 3 or 4 years ago. We got it secondhand. It was like new, and it is the best thing ever. It has the food processor and a blender mixer, and it really helps me with my kitchen work because I have a funny spine and I have issues with my lower spine and my neck and nerves and stuff. So it saves me mixing. It saves me chopping some things, by hand, like if there's a large amount of vegetables. I think it's just a fantastic thing, and we literally use it nearly every day for something. And then this year being 2020, of course we had many of our appliances break. Not that one. Oh, please God, let me knock wood and not jinx that. But we had our oven/microwave go. Our little cooker went, because this isn't a little induction hob, a portable one, because our kitchen is so small. We just cook away on that, and it's fantastic. And again, it was something that was used every day for 5 years. And they guarantee for 10 years that it's repairable. So the other one I will get repaired, but with COVID, we couldn't get it to get repaired anyway. So we just bought another one. But excuse the mess there. That was because of the space, like all these lids are actually stored in this, which lives in here. But I also cook on top of the wood stove when it's going. So we get along really well with just that. We only really need the one burner. But we had to get a new oven this year as well. And I just went for, it was one of the baser models of the Neef oven. But because of, I don't know if I've showed this before, probably not, because of the slide and hide, you can see the space here is very small, and to have a door that would open this way or that, it just would make it really awkward to get in there. So we got that, and so that happened this summer, and I have to say I really, really love it. I'm still learning about it, but we bake bread in it just about every day. And of course, cook different dinners and stuff in it. So, yeah. So anyways, I'm getting ready to pour the mixture into my little cake mold. And then I'll pop it in there. And hopefully it will be yummy scrummy. And I'll show it to you when it's done.